So you have been online, you heard about real estate wholesaling, how everyone is making $10,000, $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and you're like, what is wholesaling? How can I do it myself? So in this video, I'll explain to you in simple words what is basically real estate wholesaling. So let's dive into it. So you have a homeowner with urgency. That means you have someone that wants to sell their house and they need to sell it urgently. They need to sell it fast, under 30 days. And we know that if you need to sell your house under 30 days, you cannot actually list it on the market because that will take like 60, 90 days or even more, right? So you have a homeowner with an urgency, and then you have you, right? You talk to that homeowner and that homeowner tells you, hey, I need to sell under 30 days. So now by them saying that, you know that you can get it at a discount, right? So they value speed more than money, right? So let's say a house is worth like $100,000, right? The homeowner would be willing to sell it for like $55,000, but they need to sell it quickly, under 30 days. And you are in contact with that homeowner, but the issue is that you don't have $55,000 to give that homeowner, right? But you know it's a good deal because whoever buys this house can just, like, for example, buy it, list it again, and make like $20,000, $30,000. So what you do is go to that homeowner and sign with them a contract and put their house under contract. And after that, you go and find a cash buyer. So you talk to this homeowner, tell him, hey, I actually can move the house under 30 days for $55,000. They agree on $55,000. They sign a contract with you that is assignable, which means that you can actually assign that contract to someone else to actually purchase the property instead of you. So you sign that contract with them, then you take that contract and you go to a cash buyer or a real estate investor in that area, and you talk to that buyer saying, hey, I have this property that is worth like $100,000 or $120,000, and I have it under contract for like $65,000. Will you be interested in it? Now, of course, the cash buyer will be like, of course, that's a huge discount. I would love to get that property for $65,000 and then flip it, resell it, or hold it, whatever they want to do. And then basically what you will do, you will assign that contract with them. But here, did you notice something? Is that we told the homeowner that the price is $55,000, and we told the cash buyer that you have the house for $65,000. So there's a $10,000 difference. That is the money you make. That's the assignment fee. That is how much money you made by assigning a certain contract to a certain cash buyer, right? So that is basically wholesaling. Wholesaling is just locking up houses at a discount from a seller and then assigning that contract to a cash buyer and making your assignment fee, which can be $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, depends on how good the deal is, right? So there are 4 different parts for real estate wholesaling. The first part is, of course, the sellers with urgency. You need to have motivated sellers that need to sell and have the urgency to sell fast, under 30 days, and they're willing to give you a discount on the price. After that, you need a way to contact these sellers and find them basically, and very basic sales skills to convince them that, hey, I can sell your house in a specific time frame for this kind of price, right? Like I can sell your house, for example, in 30 days for $55,000. So as long as you have basic sales skills to build the trust with that seller and convince them that you can actually move the property in 30 days for $55,000, then you got 2 parts of real estate wholesaling. Now, the third part is the right paperwork. Trust me, a lot of people lost a lot of deals because of the wrong paperwork. So you need to have the right paperwork to lock up the property correctly and ensure that no one can swoop in and take the deal from you, right? And the last part is cash buyers. So as long as you get a motivated seller, you can convince them and build the trust with them, and then you have the right paperwork for them to sign, and then you have a cash buyer, you can do wholesaling. If you're missing any of these parts, you won't be able to do wholesaling, right? Because remember, at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're just finding someone with urgency that needs to sell fast and willing to give you a discount, then locking that under contract, then taking that contract, assigning it to a cash buyer, and then making like $10,000, $20,000. That's basically real estate wholesaling. So if you need to start wholesaling, here's what you need to learn. You need to learn how to find and connect with motivated sellers, how to talk to motivated sellers over the phone, how to send the correct paperwork, or how to get basically the correct paperwork template, and how to find serious cash buyers. And here you go, now you're a wholesaler and you can make money with real estate wholesaling. It is as simple as that. It's a very simple business model, but it's not easy. It will require a lot of work to actually find motivated sellers, connect, build a trust with them, and then get the deal under contract, and then find the correct cash buyer, assign it, and then make your money. So it's very simple to understand and it's simple to do, but it's not easy. It will require a lot of hard work, and you need to do a lot of, like, let's say you're doing cold calling, you have no capital to invest initially, then you will need to do a lot of volume to be able to get one deal. But it is worth it because you will be able to make like $10,000-$20,000 from one deal. Now, if you have some capital and you're able to invest, let's say, in Facebook ads, or you're able to invest even in Google ads, then it will be way easier, because instead of you going out there and trying to find the sellers, now these sellers are coming to you asking you for a cash offer. So it really depends if you have capital to start or not. It will decide how easy or hard it is. But overall, as you can tell, it's really simple. This is basically the business model. You just need to find a motivated seller with urgency that needs to sell and would give you a discount. Lock up that house under contract. Take that contract, assign it to a cash buyer for more than the contract value. So let's say the contract value is $50,000. You assign the contract to a cash buyer for $70,000, and you just made $20,000, right? And this is basically real estate wholesaling and what you need to learn to start doing it.